Hey guys, happy Thursday. We're back for doing our rhyming words, our compound words, adding a word, taking away a word. We're going to do all that again today. Okay, so we're going to start with rhyming words. You're going to give me a thumbs up if they rhyme, a thumbs down if they do not rhyme. All right, ready? Okay. School, tool. They do rhyme. Sat, back. I'm going to do that again because this is a tricky one. Ready? Sat, back. And they actually do not. They do have the A sound, but one has a K and one has a T. So it's so similar, but not quite. All right. Mop, mile. Nope, those don't rhyme. Rip, tip. Those do rhyme. Nice job. Road, ride. Nope, they don't. You're right. Bump, jump. They do rhyme. And the last one's bite, lunch. Not even close, right? All right, so we're going to say a few words and you're going to tell me the first sound you hear in the word. Ready? Okay. Hospital. Zipper. Z. Quickly. Qu. Festival. And the last one, listen. L. Nice job. All right, our fun compound words. All right, I'm going to give you the first part. The second part, we're going to put it together and make the compound word. Ready? Classroom. Classroom. You got it. Afternoon. Afternoon. Lifeguard. Lifeguard. Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Bookmark. Bookmark. Nice. Baseball. One of my favorites. Baseball. Platform. Platform. Butterfly. Butterfly. And our last one, sailboat. Sailboat. Good job. All right, before we did the sounds at the beginning of the word, now we're going to listen to the sound at the end of the word. All right. First word, hill. L. Take. K. Cape. P. Bat. T. Ham. M. Large. J. And the last one, neck. K. Yeah, you got it. All right. So now I'm going to say the entire compound word, and you're going to help me break it up to its two different parts. Okay? Sunburn. Sun. Burn. You got it. Football. Football. Rooftop. Roof. Top. Birthday. Look back there. Birth. Day. Nice. Workbook. Work. Book. You got it. Weekend. Week. End. Daydream. Day. Dream. Raincoat. Rain. Coat. Homework. Home. Work. And the last one, blacktop. Black. Top. Good job. Now I am going to have a word. I'm going to add another part to the word to make a new word. And I want you to tell me what that new word is. Okay? So I'm going to start with the word basket. I'm going to add the word ball to make it basketball. Nice. Start with the word every. I'm going to add body to make it everybody, everybody. Nice. Okay, I'm going to do it quicker like I did for the first one, where I'm going to give you the first part. I'll add the second, and we're just going to go straight into the word, okay? Because we've done this. We have the word note. We're adding book to make it notebook. You got it. I have the word tooth. I'm adding the word brush to make it toothbrush. Nice. Starting with the word bed, adding the word time to make it bedtime. Start with the word air, add the word port to make it airport. You got it. And the last one, I'm starting with the word pan. I'm going to add the word cake to make it pancake. Excellent. All right, so now we're going to do the opposite of that. And I'm going to be going back and forth. So I might be substituting or taking away the first part of the word. I might be taking the second part of the word away. Okay, so you'll notice if this is the first part, this is the second part. So notice what my hands are doing so you know what's left of the word. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick example. If we had the word headache and I took away ache, I'd be left with head. All right, we've done this. All right, so moving on, here we go. Downstairs, I'm going to take away the word stairs and I'm left with down. Nice. Raindrop, I'm going to take away the word drop and I'm left with rain. Suitcase, I'm going to take away the word case and I'm left with suit. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. Actually, no, I'll give you one more. Snowflake, I'm going to take away the word flake and I'm left with snow. Now let's see if you can do it the opposite way. The word is sea, shore. I'm taking away the word sea to leave it as shore. Nice. Work, book. I'm going to take away the word word and I'm left with book. You got it. Overnight. I'm going to take away the word over and it is night. And the last one, hand, shake. I'm going to take away the word hand and I'm left with shake. Awesome. All right, so one more part. We have the words and I'm going to take part of the word away. I'm going to substitute it with a different word to make it a new compound word. All right, so here we go. Tooth, pick. I'm going to take away the word pick, put in the word brush to make it tooth, brush, toothbrush. Okay, so we're going to continue doing words just like that. All right. Hand, stand. I'm going to take away the word stand, put in the word shake, and I'm left with handshake, handshake. Nice. All right. We have the word day, time. I'm going to take away the word time, put in the word dream to make it day, dream, daydream. All right. The next one, I have wood, shed. I'm going to take away shed, put in the word chuck to make it wood chuck. Nice. All right, we have the word door, knob. I'm going to take away knob, put in the word bell to make it door, bell. Nice. I have waterfall. I'm going to take away fall, put in the word melon to make it watermelon, watermelon. Nice. Now I'm getting hungry. All right, we have the word headband. I'm going to take away the word band, put in the word phones to make it headphones, headphones. Nice. And the last one, I have nightgown. I'm going to take away the word gown, put in the word time to make it nighttime, nighttime. Well done. All right, so moving on. And today we are going to get into verbs. Yesterday we worked on adjectives, which were describing words. Today, however, we are going to work with verbs. See if you can remember what a verb is. I'm going to give you a minute, maybe a little less than a minute. Verb. So we know a noun is a person, place, or thing. We know that we have proper nouns, so a name, and a common noun, which is not a name. We have our adjectives, which were words that describe our nouns, and then we have a verb. Verb is our action word. I know you guys remember that. All right, so today I'm going to start with some sentences here, and you're going to help me circle the verb in the sentence, okay? And then hopefully you have the next page with you, and we'll do that after. All right, here we go. You know that this is my hardest part to do, is flipping it around. Huh. All right, so I have the words, or the sentence, the dog chased the cat. No, dog, that's a noun. Chased, oh, that sounds like an action. The, no, cat, no, that's another noun. All right, moving on to sentence number 2. My, no, mom, that's a person, cooked. Oh, that's something you can do. It's an action word. And what did she cook? Dinner. So that would be our noun. All right, sentence number 3. John, well, that's a person, rode. Oh, that's something you do. His, no, bike, that's a thing. To, no, school, and that's a place. Nope. All right, moving on to number 4. This one's kind of tricky. I, well, that's a person, like. Can you like something? Is that something you can do? I think you can do that. You can like something. I like to read. Oh, is that an action word? I think it is too. Read. And what do you like to read? Books. And that's a thing, which would be a what? Noun. And number 5, Susie, well, that's a person, mowed. Oh, that sounds like something you do. It's an action word. Grass, that's a thing, on Saturday. That seems like a time. That's a tricky one, but I don't think you can Saturday. Nah. All right, so this one can be a little creative. Every sentence has a verb. Write a sentence and circle the verb. All right. How about this? Mrs. Payne's class likes, I'm kind of running out of space here, to learn. And of course I have a period at the end. So now I have to think, what is the action word, or is there more than one action word in the sentence? Mrs. Payne's, well, that's me, so that's a person. Class, well, that's you guys. Likes, so we went over that before, right? Like to read, so that one must be the verb. I wonder if there's another one. Oop, sorry. Sorry, that may have been a little too close. To learn. Is that an action word? You can learn something? Doesn't seem like you're moving around, but it is an action, so learn. All right, verbs can also be mental actions like to think, kind of like to like, right? So those kind of go together. It's not something you actually do or like, learn, think. So we're going to do a mental action. So something you do in your mind as opposed to something you do with your body. Okay, you see the difference? Mental is something you do in your mind. Mental action. It's still something you do, but you're not doing it with your whole body. Again, just your brain. So let's think. Okay, how about this? I wonder who is happy. It's a little hard to do that. Okay. I wonder who is happy. Well, that's me. Wonder. I can't wonder with my body, but I can sure do that in my mind, right? So I wonder who, that's a person, is not really happy. And that describes the person, so that would be an adjective. Nice. All right, so this is the sheet that you guys have. Okay, even though it doesn't have a place to write your name, make sure you write your name, okay? Because as I'm looking at your work, after your parents have taken a picture of it, I want to just make sure I match up the work to you. All right, so we are going to circle the verbs. We've done this before with adjectives. We've done this with nouns. So now we're going to do this with verbs, something you do. So I'm going to do the first line with you, just like I've done before, and then you are going to do the rest. Bicycle, well, that's a thing. Read, can you read? That's something you do, right? And it's kind of something you do in your mind and your body. Book. And that's the thing you do read. So don't forget when you're doing your nouns, I'm sorry, not your nouns, when you're doing your verbs, a verb is something you do with your body. It's also something you do in your mind. Think, wonder, dream, things like that. Okay? All right. So now we are going to get into Writer's Workshop. And I'm hoping before we did that you guys in Reader's Workshop, either maybe if you're pausing, you're going to go ahead and do it now, the Reader's Workshop, where you're going to write your own solution, or you'll do it after this video. Okay. And again, you can do that on an Epic book or a book that you have at home. Or if you find a book somewhere else on a different website, go for it. And if you want to tell me about a new website, I'd love to hear about it. Okay. So yesterday we went ahead and we did our pictures, right? We didn't add any words yesterday, just our pictures. So let's go ahead and review the story I wrote. Well, I didn't write the story yet, but I did illustrate it. So let's look at those illustrations. All right. It says here, oh, you know what? I'm wondering, you know what I think I need to do, because I have to remind myself. I had that page before where I planned my story. I'm going to look back at this and just have it nearby just in case, because I might look back at my pictures and go, ooh, what was that about again? Or maybe I forgot to label something so I can look, okay? So I'm just going to have that nearby just in case I need it. All right, so I have my picture. It looks like there's Mrs. Payne and Hudson. And I'm saying, what do you want to do today? We might need to add something to our picture later on, maybe when we revise it. Anyway, I need to add that, right? Okay, but it's a fairy tale. So we always start a fairy tale a certain way. You guys remember what that way is? So usually a fairy tale starts with once upon a time. So I'm going to go ahead and start mine like that too, okay? And I'm going to go from there looking at the two characters. So I'm just going to start writing. And remember, you're doing creative or very brave writing. We're not going to worry about our writing right now. So once on a time, there was a mom named Mrs. Payne who had a son named Hudson. Hopefully you can see what I'm writing. It's really hard to hold the camera with one hand and write with the other. So again, I have once upon a time, there was a mom named Mrs. Payne who had a son named Hudson. Okay, you might be looking at my work going, wait a minute, she made a mistake there. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be, remember, right now is just brave writing, so I'm not going to worry about any mistakes right now because I can do that later on. Okay, and I realized, oops, I probably should have worked in black, because I'm going to need my blue revising tool later. Well, maybe I'll come with a different one. That's all right. All right, so once upon a time, there was a mom named Mrs. Payne who had a son named Hudson. And now I'm looking back at my illustration, and Mrs. Payne asked Hudson what he wanted to do, or yeah, they were, oh yeah, wait, we said, hold on. I'm going to go back to this, because this is why I need it. And it says problem. Mrs. Payne and Hudson are bored and want something to do. Ooh, I better add that. I almost forgot about that part. Good thing I had that sheet. Okay. They were bored and wanted something I'm going to flip it over. And remember how now I have this sheet? Okay, so I'm going to add over here. I'm not going to worry about this part. Wait, how did I finish this? Something fun to do. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start. All right, so now I'm going to move on to my next page, and I'm going to remind myself again, look at my planning a fairy tale sheet again. And it says here, solution, they find a wish-making candle and make wishes. Oh, and I also know that some of the characters here, wish-making candle, oh, and a dancing monkey named Bobo. Okay, now I remember what's in my picture here. Okay, so there, oh, I have one hand, yikes. I definitely need to add a little bit more to that later, huh? All right, suddenly, because we're gonna make it kind of interesting and special because it's a fairy tale, suddenly, they found a candle. So I'm not saying a talking candle because I don't know that yet, or wish-making candle. So I'm going to add more information. Suddenly they found a candle. It turns out that the candle grants, ooh, I'm almost out of ink here, grants, or lead here, grants wishes. Ay, ay, ay. And then I'm going to say Hudson wished for remember my different characters, dancing monkey. Mrs. Payne, oh my, Mrs. Payne wished she, okay, I'm going to flip that over, lived in a castle. All right, so I've got those parts, and I'm going to flip that one over. Oh, you know what I realized? Ooh, that wasn't right. I wrote that in the wrong part. Oh no. And I know sometimes we do that. So oops, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cross that out because I made a boo-boo. I'm going to cross that out now because I didn't mean to put that on that page yet. That's my last page. So I'm just going to cross that out. And I'm going to worry about that later. I was supposed to work on this page, wasn't I? Oops. So actually, let me see what I wrote here. Lived in a castle. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that right here. And you know what I'm thinking? What would make sense is with the lines that we have here, I'm just going to write the page number. Okay, so I know that's page 2. This one has to be 3. And so this one is page 4. And what was I saying again? Lived in a castle. Okay. Lived in a castle. Okay, I'm done with that. Now I'm at the ending part. All right, so what would be a good word to use to end it? In the end, maybe, because we know this is the end. In the end, oh my, and they both got their wishes and lived happily ever after. That is a nursery, or not a nursery. What are we doing? Fairy tales. Happily ever after. And then we're going to end it with the end. All right. So don't forget those different parts. Remember, this isn't just a regular story we're writing, it's a fairy tale. So you want to start with once upon a time, and they lived happily ever after, because that's the thing about fairy tales. They always have a good ending, right? They are fantasy, and something always happens that's magical, and they always lived happily ever after, okay? So today it is now your turn to add the words. Don't forget to start with once upon a time. Again, brave spelling. This is not your time to start stressing over how to spell a word. If a writer does that, they get blocked and then they forget what their thoughts are. And again, like I did, I had to look back at my planning sheet because I couldn't remember some of the ideas since I just did kind of quick pictures. So you might want to keep this one handy, okay? Especially the part that has the magical part, okay? All right, good luck to you guys. I'm sure you're going to do great. And I will see you later on today at our Zoom. All right, bye. Love you guys.